Eternal Towers of Hell makes pretty good games for a music studio. No, like literally, if you look up EToH on YouTube, it literally shows them as a music channel. That being said, EToH has released a bunch of their own original soundtracks, with 16 to be exact, and each being unique to the ring or zone they're designed to represent. And today, I'll be ranking them on a tier list from my favorite to my least favorite. Anyways, let's just start the video. First up, we have the newest addition to the game, Shining in the Wind. This is the OST for Purgatorio, made by CyberVortex. It's a very calm piece of music and evokes almost like a whimsical and peaceful feel to it. For me, this is a solid A tier piece. I've personally spent a lot of time in Purgatorio just to 100% it, and I'll never get tired of hearing this soundtrack. That being said, it's also not the most memorable, and given how it's literally the first thing that new players hear, I think it could be made a bit more memorable. Next up, we got the classic Ring 1 OST, Skyward Archipelago, also made by CyberVortex. Now, even though I haven't been playing the game for that long, this is still the piece that I personally first heard when I joined the game. And I'm sure for a lot of you, it's pretty nostalgic, and a pretty good piece at that. It's got a jazzy ragtime feel to it, and it's something that I can vibe with. Just for how memorable it is, I'll have to give this an A tier. It's not my favorite because it does get a bit repetitive once you have to listen to it for a while, but overall, not too bad. Ring 2 is next, with Silvergrass by CyberVortex being the main theme. At this point, I'm pretty sure most pieces are by CyberVortex, so if I don't mention the composer's name, it'll be CyberVortex. Right off the bat, this piece gets an instant S tier from me. I just absolutely love the guitar and the tone of this OST. It's one of those pieces that you listen to after you sit there in silence after failing some ridiculously hard tower, and somehow, it gives you the motivation to try again. Nothing else to say, great piece. The next piece is from Ring 3, and that is Lonely Outpost on the Cliffside. Also S tier. I feel like CyberVortex just copy and pasted the Ring 2 music into Ring 3, and somehow made it even better. It's like an evolved version. Okay, so now we got Shallow Immolation from Ring 4. The style of music is now completely different from Ring 2 and Ring 3, and is probably the most similar to Ring 0. It's got a nice piano melody mixed in with a bunch of other electronic styles of music and drums, but instead of being a nice calm and peaceful piece like Ring 0, it's got a bit of suspense to it. It keeps you expecting some sort of big thing to happen. Overall, it's a B tier OST. I just feel like there's something missing to it as if it's not quite complete. The suspense doesn't really go anywhere, and it's kind of disappointing since it has such an amazing potential to be one of the best pieces in the game. Side note, there's actually two versions of this song, one where you're on the surface and one where you're in the actual caves. But still, I feel like both suffer from the same issue. Now, this next piece is exactly what was missing from Ring 4 music. This is Castle of the Tephra from Ring 7. Even though I haven't been to Ring 7 yet, don't worry, I'm working on it. This piece feels exactly like what you expect from this ring. The electric guitar and rock band style of music is basically just there to tell you to lock in, since this is when the towers really start to get hard. Kind of gives you a delusional sort of confidence. Solid A tier song. Definitely S tier for some people, but it's just not my kind of music. Speaking of my type of music, the World Vault from Starlit Archives is absolutely my type. It's honestly might be my favorite piece. It's an extremely orchestral piece, and just listening to it makes it feel like it would be something out of a movie or anime soundtrack. It's got a lot of moving parts, and I think it's honestly the most complex piece we've listened to so far. Just listening to it makes you feel as if you're about to just lock in. CyberVortex absolutely cooked with this piece, and the more I listen to it, the better it gets. Absolute S tier and my favorite piece. Moving on to Zone 7. I know, we're kind of jumping around, but yeah, I'm just following the playlist order, link down in the description. So here we have Stranded Amidst. Now, this is the first OST from EToH that I actually listened to, and this might be a bit controversial, but I didn't really enjoy it. There were some peaks throughout the music when it got really intense, and those moments did hit, but overall isn't something that I personally would listen to. It's got a lot of repetitive bits that don't quite sit well with me. So unfortunately, this is a B tier piece for me. Harmonic Convergence. S tier. Absolute cinema. Do I really need to say more? Totality Shoreline. This is the soundtrack for Zone 10, literally one of the last areas in EToH you unlock, and given that you've probably played the game for hundreds and hundreds of hours at this point, the music definitely fits that vibe. It's super cinematic and it almost has a liminal space kind of feel to it. I would give this OST a high A tier. To me, it's super cinematic, but not the most memorable, considering all the other ones we've listened to. Next one's pretty unique, and I actually don't know what it's from. It's called Walls of the Machine, and judging from the description, you'll find out more about this song when the time is right, and the color scheme, and because it was released more than a year ago, I'm guessing it's from the upcoming Citadel in the Garden of Ishol. I enjoy this piece. I like the combination between the violin and the electronics, that once again give it a cinematic feel. Overall, a solid S tier piece. but it does go in D tier because the Citadel's not out, and probably never will be, honestly. Anyways, our next piece is Burden of Demise. Oh, D tier. Can't wait for the Citadel though. Our final 4 pieces are actually from the Glacial Outpost, the Christmas event from last year, and so we'll just quickfire them. Primal Eventide, A tier. Enjoyable calm piano piece similar to Purgatorio. Mirthful Embrace, S tier. Just a better version of the last piece. This one that I don't know how to pronounce, B tier. Kinda repetitive, The Nightmare Before Christmas, F tier. There's literally more rain sounds than music in this piece. And so there we have it, our final tier list. And as you can see from it, EToH actually makes pretty banger OSTs overall, and a few of these songs are actually in my playlist. Anyways, feel free to flame me in the comments and let me know if there's anything else I should rank. See ya!